here we are, my first ever proper air-to-air photo shoot. This is something that I have been excited and nervous about for a long time. As I mentioned in a recent video, I have been involved with Ultimate Aerobatics dealing with their social media, and we thought we'd update some of the images and videos. So we thought we'd start with going for a flight with the Extra, using the Harvard as the camera ship, because the canopy slides forwards, meaning that you've got great visibility side to side. So for this flight we had Mike in the Extra with Alex. I was flying with Alex Truman in the Harvard. What's really handy about this combination is Mike and Alex do a lot of flying together, so from my point of view, knowing that those two trust each other is huge, and I found that that really was the glue that made a lot of this work. Even though they fly together a lot, we had a very comprehensive briefing so that they could understand what shots I wanted, and then we could have a very open discussion working out how we were going to achieve those shots. So I really needed to think about how I was going to achieve the shots. So I was definitely going to use my Sony A6700, and I decided that the perfect lens for this job was going to be the Sony G Master 70-350. I paired that with the 18-135 as well. And on top of this, we had an Insta360 X5 in the Harvard and in the Extra, so that we could capture everything from every angle and do multiple shots like this. So on the transit out to our location, we decided to do stuff like the knife edging and the inverted flying, purely because that meant that by the time we got to where we needed to be, we could move into the more dynamic manoeuvres. So I rapidly realised that the wind was a pain in the arse, as you can tell, and that my sunglasses were getting in the way. Thankfully, I made like a little drop bag, so that had my spare lens in, and then I could just get rid of my sunglasses so I could switch to using the viewfinder. I mean, to be fair, nobody said it was going to be easy. Now, I can hear what you're saying. You said you were going to use the viewfinder and now you're not. Well, I'm also not double jointed. I'm quite fat. So, for this sort of shot, it had to be handheld. So at this point we've arrived on location and we're just running an orbit of the fields that we've picked. Just doing a quick check shot. As soon as I'm happy, we gave the Extra the go ahead and they positioned themselves for the shot.
No, that's absolutely fucking bang on. Oh, the money shot.
Now, if it sounds like I'm excited, it's because I was. I have had this idea in my head for quite a long time, and I'm so happy that it worked out. We had the Harvard running an orbit, and then we had the Extra coming up through the middle. It was absolutely bang on how I had imagined it. One of the beauties about having the X5 on board is that I can connect my Bose headset to the comms through Bluetooth, so you could hear everything that was going on. I was hoping that you might be able to hear Alex and Mike as well, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. So now we were moving into something that Mike wanted to try. He hadn't done a formation loop with the Extra and Harvard before, so we thought, well, let's give it a go. So now it was time for me to switch to the 18-135. Essentially, I just wanted to be able to get a nice shot of Mike close in as we went over. the change was about as easy as I expected it to be. What's really important is that nothing got dropped, because if it went down it could obviously lodge in the controls, and that is something that I did not want to happen, so I was super cautious about this.
Yeah, 5 seconds. Okay.
So after we successfully completed filming the loop, we started to track back towards the airfield for the final shots. And on the way back in, I couldn't help but think how this might look when it was all together. Or if the whole thing might be a flop, if the footage didn't come out for any reason. This was my biggest concern, because this could be an expensive exercise to get wrong. Luckily, it all came good at the end, as you will see in the montage.
You're asking for the same profile anyway.
Just now we're running in for the final shot of the sequence, which was the run and brake, where Mike's going to snap left and pull hard.
About now would be good. Lovely.
By now, you probably just want to see how it all came out. Well, here you go.
Success.